Sitting by the campfire, staring out above. Memories, not money, that's what we're thinking of. From the ocean to the outback, our spirits take flight. With the waves crashing, we're gonna make things right. Riding on the open road, wind in our hair. Exploring Australia, we ain't got no care. Laying under shining stars, feeling so free. In this vast land, we found our destiny. Lost in the outback, we'll find our way. With campfires burning and dreams will never fade. Through the highs and lows we'll navigate. In this journey of life we'll find our own fate. One, two, three, go!
Hey guys, well yeah, we're just getting ready to head off, starting to pack for our big trip down for Mundi Mundi, or we're heading out to the Lake Eyre district first. We're going to go via Cunnamulla down through Cameron's Courner, then we're going to go down the bottom to Broken Hill and across to South Australia and then straight up to Maree, and yeah, we're going to do a flight over Lake Eyre, so looking forward to that. But yeah, we've got a bit going on while we're down there. Got a couple of big cook-ups, so we'll just show you what we've packed and how we've gone about it. We've got a bit of weight, so we're just getting ready, loaded, and we're going to go check it on the weighbridge today to make sure that we're legal and any adjustments we need to do. But yeah, we're all hooked up out the front, so the van's pretty simple, usual. We've just got a few extra camp ovens under the front seat hatches there. We've got our clothes and stuff. The shirts will just travel there, and then when we pull up we just hang them up on the hangers. They normally do travel pretty good hanging up, but we're going to hit some pretty bad corrugations. But yeah, everything else in the van's all as standard. We're 3/4 full with water, but yeah, I've got your standard camp ovens that I normally carry in the front tunnel boot, and then I've got an extra camp oven at the back there. But basically the van stays pretty much the same for every trip, because we know we're sort of just under that 3-ton mark fully loaded. One difference I did make this time is in this front hatch here. Get it open. I changed from 9 kilo gas bottles down to 4 kilos, so it gives me a bit more room and a bit less weight. But I suppose you take that up by adding extra bits and pieces, but we haven't really added anything to that hatch that we hadn't already stored in there, as it's an open to atmosphere hatch, so it gets a bit of dust in there from time to time, as gas regulations require. But yeah, so we'll be interested to see what we weigh. We weighed ourselves last year before Birdsville, and we were just on the limit with the van, and we were pretty good with the car. This year we don't have, this year we don't have Jackson with us, so that might save us a little bit, but we've got a bit extra weight. So we've got the big fire pit. She's up on the roof there. We lifted that up there last night, strapped it down, it all packs up. I've got a nice canvas bag made for that by Ben. He's part of the MDC owners group. He's got a business on the Gold Coast called On Point Trimming. So yeah, if you're that way and you need anything done upholstery wise, he done a bloody good job of it, and he's doing a couple other camp oven bags and stuff for me at the minute, so looking forward to seeing how they turn out. But yeah, check him out if you're down that way or you need to get some upholstery done. He does a really good job. But yeah, so I got all the fire pit gear, got me swinging grill, me Asado press. What else have I got? I just got the frame, hanging frames and that for the big pit, and me skewer kit is all there. That's pretty much all I'm taking. I've got the rotisserie motor and stuff as well. It's in the front of the van. And then yeah, just got 2 other big camp ovens sitting here. We've got a total of, I think, what do we got, 10 camp ovens all up we're taking. So we'll yeah, we've got 6, 7 big ones, and then we've got 3 of the smaller ones. So yeah, actually 11. We've got 4 small ones. So yeah, we've and now I've just got that blue tub there. It's just going to be hopefully left empty, so if we need to collect some firewood on the way, normally we put that in the back there, but we might do a bit of swapping around as we go. But yeah, we can use that to chuck some firewood in, so we're not wrecking the back of the car. And I've also got a couple of I'll show you these, couple of just cheap King's canvas bags. I think they call them a doona bag or something. We use them a bit, load them up with firewood when we're close to camp and chuck it on the roof and just strap them down. It's not so bad if you only got a short distance to go. So yeah, we'll got all the bases covered, and then yeah, we just got the freezer at the front. Got that seat removed. I was going to remove the other side seat, but we reckon we can do without it, so we'll see how we go. If we're a bit close on weight, I might remove it just to get back under the weight, but we should be pretty good, I think. The car's had GVM upgrade, and it's, what is it, 4,080 kilos, I think it's allowed to be. And like last year, I think we were 3,800, and that was with Jackson in the back, fully loaded. So yeah, we'll see how we go. But yeah, we'll show you the weighbridge when we get there and what it turns out like. And then if we've got to do some adjustments, we'll let you know. So yeah, we'll keep us posted. Rightio, we'll show you a little bit of the tucker we've got. Cryovacked up a few pre-prep meals. I made up a stew a couple of weeks ago, so what we had leftovers, we cryovacked that up. Got some sausages, I think that's a savoury mince, and then I just got a rump cap from our butcher. I think another, what do we got, another fish curry cryovacked. So that's pretty much all we'll take with us. We'll buy a lot of meat on our way at local places, try to anyway. We've got a few bits and pieces that we like that rump cap I like, that my butcher supplies, so I'll take that. But yeah, we do spend a fair bit of money in the communities we drive through. But I'll just show you these is great English, Rolly. This is our dry goods,
our pantry.
These go inside the van in the pantry like cupboards, but what we do, we put them in these bags with the crates in them. We got them from Crazy Dog Canvas at Harvey Bay.
You get the crates from Bunnings.
And the crates come from Bunnings. You just stick them inside. They fit perfect. They're clear top bags, so you can see what's in them, but we just stack them in the cupboard just so when, you know, especially we do a lot of dirt, rough roads, and when you have mishaps with some of these packages, it's all contained inside the bag. You don't have it going all through your cupboards in your van. And it's not too bad. We can just pull one out, sit it on the kitchen bench and grab out what we need and put it back in. It's pretty easy. I think it's a little bit of an inconvenience to do that, rather than the inconvenience of having sauces and flours and all kinds of shit going through your cupboards in your van. So yeah, that's just another little tip to put in your little kit bag if you want to, if you have issues with things like that. But yeah, we're going to keep on packing.
In the car by itself now. .54. Hey? With me, 3.60. Yeah, we'll go hook back up to the camper and get out of the way.
Righty, so yeah, we just got the weights done. We're lucky enough here in Mackay, there's a company called Verico, and we can use the weighbridge on weekends, as long as you're not in the way too much.
$5 she said, but I gave her 10
Yeah,
because I knew we were going to be mucking
donation
around
for
a
the
bit.
Drought Angels, I think it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we've done it a few times. But yeah, so it's always good, especially for a big trip like this, to make sure you're well within your weights and you know where you're at, because most of this trip we're not going to change too much. So we had the water tanks, they were a bit over 3/4
You're right this way.
full. The front tank was full, the back tank was 3/4, I think. So pretty much as full as we'll ever be. Everything was loaded in the van. I think the only thing we didn't put in was maybe a bit extra food.
Yeah,
But,
not much though.
you could say 20 kilos is the maximum for food, and that's going to give you pretty good leeway. But where we were sitting at the moment, we were, car and van altogether were 6,640 kilos. So that's all well within our limits. No worries there. The car with the ball weight on was 3,940 kilos. So that was full tank of fuel, both Mandy and I in here. The
You got car. Oh,
beer fridge is chock-a-block full, and I think we've got 3 spare cartons of beer sitting on the back seat. Fire pit on the roof, all my fire gear and camp ovens and stuff. So yeah, that's pretty good. We've still got a little bit of wiggle room with the car, because I think we'd be 4,080 kilos, I think we could be legally. And then the van by itself was 3,040 kilos. So the van's only legally allowed to be 3,000. So yeah, we're 40 kilos over with the van, but like I said, we're pretty much full of water. So what I'm going to do, and I wasn't going to run water in the back tank anyway, so I'll just empty that back tank out and we'll run with the front tank. We've got 110 litres there, which will, keep us going, and then we can fill up along the way, no worries at all. So yeah, we'll drop that out, and that should get us back to legal specs with the van, no worries. And then the car by itself was 3,600. So yeah, car's perfect, no worries there. Plenty of wiggle room, but definitely worth your money's doing your GVM upgrade. I can definitely recommend it, because it just makes it that much easier when you know you can be within your legal towing limits. And last year when we were on our way to the Big Red Bash at Birdsville, they were actually pulling vans up at Longreach Wynnum.
We were just lucky.
Yeah, we got missed, but
we would have been, I think we would have went close.
yeah, I think we were about the same last year, and it was the same. We were running with no water to stay under the limits. But yeah, so we'll let that water out, and yeah, we should be all good. Nothing else really to go back in, so only a bit of firewood which we'll collect along the way, but we'll just load that on the roof of the car. That'll give us plenty of firewood space. So I think, yeah, what do we got on the car? We can still put 140 kilos into the car if we need be. So we might even shift a couple of camp ovens out of the front of the van into the back of the car, and that'll give us a little bit more room in the van as well if we do need to chuck some extra water in or whatever. But
You got your water bladder there at home too, hey?
yeah, we should be all good. Yeah, I've got a water bladder that I'm taking. We'll just use that to fill up before we go out to the Mundi site, because we're going to be out there for, what are we there, 6 days and nights. So yeah, give us a bit of extra water for showers and stuff. Plus we'll need to wash up all the camp ovens and stuff after the cook up. So I think we've got 2 60-litre bladders which we'll be taking to fill up. But yeah, so yeah, if you're in Mackay area or you're coming through and you want to check your weights, yeah, check them out. They just take a donation for the Drought Angels, and you better have peace of mind. If you want, I think they can print you out an actual weighbridge docket, which you can take to the Department of Transport as well, but I think that's an extra, I think it's $20 or $25 to do that. But yeah, just for the likes of this, we just want peace of mind where our weights are at, so we know that we're under, and then we can work around that, because you know, at the end of the day, they're going to weigh you on the road, and you might have things that you've added in or taken out, so it's not going to be exactly what you've weighed there anyway. So it's just more peace of mind. But yeah, so now we know we're good, what we've got to do to adjust it anyway, and we'll be all good for the bulk of the trip, or for all the trip.
This way.
So we'll get, I don't know what's next on the plan. We'll get some got to give the vehicle and van a bit of a wash. Got to fix up a little bit of a patch up on the back of the van, and then
It's mainly just do a inventory on the
the
pantry
grocery
staples
stuff,
and put a little bit of food. We don't have to carry too much, because we're sort of stopping on the way down, like in a lot of towns with like good grocery stores and stuff. So we don't need to be too worried about having heaps of food.
and also we're going to do a bit of a pub crawl.
Yeah, we
on
don't
the
have
way,
Jackson
like a lot
with
of-
us this time. I feel bad, because he's always like, can we have a pub feed? And it's like, no, we're saving money.
Oh, he doesn't miss out.
No, he doesn't.
But yeah, like a few of the places they've been hit with floods and stuff. We've on to, I think, plan C or D now.
Yeah.
Because originally the plan was to go out to Inaminka, down the Streslecki into Cameron's Corner, and then follow that down all the way down to South Australia, Flinders Ranges. But
There's
big
just
floods
a
in
bit of water
the
down
middle,
there right
then we're
now.
going to go Birdsville Track. Birdsville Track's flooded as well, and they haven't got the Cooper barge working yet, so that's off the cards.
It would have been pretty cool to go on a barge in the middle of the desert, though, I must say.
But so now, because we really want to get to Lake Eyre while it's in flood and do a flight, because we missed it last time, or we were there last time we saw the Lake Eyre in flood, but we didn't do the flight. We want to go do that, so we're going to head down to Charlotte Plains Station, then to Nakundra, then to Cameron's Corner, then down to Broken Hill, across to South Australia, up to Maree, and then back down through the Flinders Ranges, spend a bit of time there, and then back across to Broken Hill for the Mundi Bash. So yeah, we're going to do any of the places where they've got a pub or we're going to stay at. We're going to support the local establishments and have a pub feed and do our bit.
And a few beers if we have to.
We'll have to have a few
do
beers.
it a bit.
So yeah, we're going to do that. You know, we like to always, when we're travelling, support the local communities we're travelling through. So yeah, we'll do probably the Nakundra pub, we'll do Cameron's Corner, and then Maree. We'll camp at the pub there and have a pub feed the night before we do our flight.
Yep.
And then back across. So, and then yeah, do the Silverton pub. We might do a bit of a rump steak review or something.
Yeah.
Between all the pubs we stay, and there might be a couple others along the way that we camp near or get through. So yeah,
You are right this way.
we'll show you that anyway. So yeah, we're going to have a bit of an extra few videos coming out to you for this. We'll show you the way. You can do a bit of cooking on the way. We've got a couple of big cook-ups happening. One at Penrose Park, hip camp just out of Silverton, on the Saturday night before we go into Mundi Bash. They've got the usual Flying Doctors, and it's Beyond Blue this year. Charity cook-up through the MDC Oz RV Owners Group paddock. So we've got that when we get in there. So we'll show you all that, and we'll show you as we go along. So hope you enjoy the series, and let us know what you think, and if there's anything that you think we should stop and see along the way, out that way, let us know in the comments, because yeah, you'll be seeing this video probably just before we head off or as we're heading off. So we've got another week of work, or half a week of work. We head off on Thursday, Saturday now, so yeah, we'll
be able to see your comments while we're on the road. So yeah,
we'll,
if you've got any suggestions, let us know. And yeah, looking forward to maybe seeing some of you out there.
yep.
Cheers, guys.
Yeah.